Welcome to One Insight. My name is Rich Litvin. I grew up in London and I now live in LA. And this is a podcast for extraordinary top performers and their coaches. You see, I've coached some of the most successful and talented people on the planet. I can see what most people cannot see, and I dare to say what most people wouldn't dare to say. And what I know about success is that on the other side of it, it can be incredibly lonely. You can feel more of an imposter the more successful you become. And when you're the most interesting person in the room, you're actually in the wrong room. Clients who are more successful, more intelligent, and wealthier than you need your support more than they know and more than you can imagine. I coach around insight. Life looks one way, something happens, and the world looks different, and your entire world changes. It can happen in an instant. And this podcast is called One Insight because a single insight can change everything. Forget Facebook ads and SEO optimization. There are 5 unique marketing methods that preeminent coaches use constantly. I'm going to go through all 5 for you. Number 1, superhero marketing. Make your clients superheroes by telling their stories to the world. If you listen to my podcast, I'm coaching my clients. I'm sharing stories constantly in my articles about people that are clients of mine. I constantly share stories about my clients. I turn them into superheroes because I know that someone one day will read that article and go, wow, look what happened to Gemma in her time with Rich. Look how she's thriving. Look how he talks about her. I want to be Gemma. Superhero marketing. And you can do that right now. You've had 3 clients. Start sharing the successes of your clients. Superhero marketing. Number 2, advocate marketing. Build a business so good that your clients love to advocate on your behalf. I got this distinction when I ran an event a few years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago. It was a live event in person, and we had about 100 people in the room. And I was talking about 4PC. And someone in the back of the room in the group put their hand up and said, hey, Rich, can I tell the community about 4PC? And truthfully, I got really nervous. I was like, oh my God, I've got no idea what they're going to say. And I felt like I've got to say yes. So I ran with it. And it was amazing. She just raved about the time she has in my community. And then someone else next to her said, I'm going to just follow up. Can I say something? And I went, okay. And they just raved from the heart. I didn't ask them to. I got this distinction of advocate marketing. And I've begun to create places now when I run live events where I can get my current members to talk about their experiences with me. If you were at my last event, I did a Q&A with members of 4PC so that you could ask them any question, but they could also talk about their experiences. Find ways to mix your current clients with potential clients. Put on an event. You've got 5 one-on-one clients. Tell them, hey, I want to do a special thing just for you. There's no extra charge for this. You're one of 5 of my one-on-one clients. I'm going to run an event at this date, at this time, and you'd be my guest. I always recommend you give them a price. Like, this is going to be a $3,000 event, but I'm gifting you a ticket to this. And then go to some potential clients and say, hey, I'm doing a special event for my top 5 clients. I've got the space for 3 people to join. Would you like to come? And you can say to them, look, this is a $3,000 event, and I will create a scholarship for you. However, I always say this, I have 2 requests. Number 1, you keep that absolutely confidential. And number 2, you show up as if you'd paid the $3,000 yourself. Show up fully as if you already paid that money to really draw them out as they play. So find ways to mix your current clients and your potential clients. Current clients will sing your praises naturally, and they'll enroll clients without you. I think I'd put scholarships in there somewhere. I have created scholarships for every program I've ever run over the years. I never talk about it. You would never know who's got a scholarship. But there are sometimes people who I just really feel like you deserve some support right now. Sometimes it's because they don't have money. Rarely it's because of that. It's usually for just, I feel called to support someone in some way. And yeah, I think that's important to find ways to give back. Be cautious. Don't do that too early, too often at the beginning. I meet many coaches who are like, oh, I give them 5 scholarships to this 6-people program. No, it's the other way around. When you're already successful, then it's a time to start giving scholarships. But I wanted to sow that seed. Superhero marketing, advocate marketing, scorecard marketing. In fact, my friend Daniel Priestley is about to bring out a book with that very title, Scorecard Marketing. A scorecard is a quiz, a scorecard, an assessment. Here's what it does. A quiz turns a buyer into a seller. Fred is interested to work with me. And what normally happens is like, tell me about working with you, Rich. All right, let me tell you. And I'm trying to sell myself to Fred. Fred says, tell me about working with you, Rich. I'd love to, Fred. But first of all, I've got a questionnaire that I've created that I want to find out as much as I can about you before I tell you about what I do, so I can know, A, am I even right for you to work with you? And B, anything I do will be tailor-made for you. Is 10 questions. Can I send it to you? And now suddenly Fred's done the questions and he's like, hey, Rich, how did I do? What did I get on my scorecard? What was my score? How did I do in the quiz? What were my results on the questionnaire? It turns a buyer into a seller and you, the seller, into the buyer. Well, hang on a second, Fred. I'm not sure I'm the right person for you. Really changes the energy. I call that scorecard marketing. Number 4, value-based marketing. Constantly create so much value to people who are not yet clients that it's a no-brainer for them to pay you money. They already feel like they made their investment back. I write articles that I spend hours on every week. I don't stop. 2 articles a week. I have a podcast. I have videos. I've got a Facebook group. I'm constantly creating value for people who are not clients so that some of them, and it will only ever be a small percentage, but they're my people, go, oh my God, I've got to be in this group. And number 5, referral marketing. If you want great referrals, you must do 2 things. Number 1, make great referrals. It's an energetic thing. You start making referrals, they do start coming back to you from other places, but number 1, make great referrals. Number 2, ask for great referrals. It's crazy how little we ask. It gets so scary to do so. I'm guilty of that myself. Don't hold back. You give a client a gift when you give them an opportunity to recommend your support to people they love and admire. If you want to know how to ask for a referral, just put my name into Google, Rich Litvin and referrals. I've written 2 or 3 articles about how to ask for powerful referrals. For most of human history, it wasn't called coaching, it was called leadership. And it's what I love to do, to coach people, to lead people, and to mess with people's thinking. If you'd like more of this, or if you'd like to learn more about our community of extraordinary top performers, go to richlitvin.com/oneinsight.